If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get forward a hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
It's the hairstyle, the mixing to...
How's this sound?
Yeah, you're good.
Test.
Yeah, you're good. I tried.
Vinny, test your mic.
Yeah,
testing,
he did. Yeah, he's good.
Everybody's testing their mics.
Sanker.
Yeah, you're good.
Sanker.
And if I'm good, he should be good because
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. And we're recording already, so really, we can start now.
Welcome back to the Goblin and Ogre. Today's guest, fucking show favorite, Thomas Zaug.
How's
got
it going?
some heavy stuff to lay down on us, and a little bit on the lighter side. We got Chef Ling in the recording. He's a friend of Sanker's. It's not saying much, but we're gonna get to know him a little bit better.
He makes food, so he's my best friend.
So you're the one who done this to him. You're to blame.
And then, did you say the shark is...
And we got the shark on God mic.
Yo, what up?
Yeah. The shark. Do you think the shark will ever be seen on camera?
He has been.
He has been?
Yeah, but nobody pays attention.
I think it's smart given his career that he stays
Right.
off camera.
Yeah, I like it that way. I like some degree of anonymity, so...
I mean, that's what we have him on right now. It's not so much because of his profession, but he likes the podcast. But he has a story, and I think we should open the pod with his story.
Oh, okay. I
Right.
just want to comment to that. Being on this podcast is a large degree of anonymity anyway, so...
You actually become less known after you've appeared on it.
Got me and P. Scotty
Actually,
here. You got your
I've
entire
noticed
fan
that.
base.
The numbers consistently go down.
All right, let's hear the... What is the big story?
Really a big story.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Right.
he's overhyping it.
No, the shark was in the army,
Yeah.
and to get out of it because he was in love, had to do some... He had to illegally commit crimes to get out of the army.
I knew he met his girl in the Saigon.
Not illegal. Well,
okay.
maybe, potentially. I don't know. It's,
Okay.
It's been a long time, so
Did you
I
have
can't
to cut
remember.
off your finger?
Oh, I wish. You know, get
That's
married,
legal.
right?
Technically, you can cut off your finger
gray
whenever you
area.
want.
It's not
very
illegal.
legal.
It's a gray
But
area.
you can't
Yeah.
just say, I quit, and then you walk out and you get arrested. You go, you're AWOL. You've heard that term, right?
Yeah.
But I just knew I didn't want to be in the military anymore. And I had heard a rumor that if you basically told, in the military they have what are called padres. They're kind of like priests. If you tell padres that you got some trouble
They're
at
from
home,
San Diego, right?
I'm not gonna lie. You told him you're gay, didn't you?
Yeah. And that you're attracted to your higher lieutenant, sergeant, or whatever.
You tell Padre.
You want to drop bombs on his ass? Yeah.
They can shift paperwork around a lot quickly, right?
You tell Padre you want to be his madre. Yeah. Okay. So you're talking to the Are you actually the priest or
Well,
whatever?
I want to hear first.
Yeah.
Like, you were excited to be in the army initially.
Oh, initially I was
Yes.
like, I need a life change. I need
Right.
a lifestyle change. Scrawny.
Why did you need a lifestyle change?
You know what incels are?
He didn't want to become a chef.
I understand that.
I was on my way to becoming one, I think. I probably would have been the guy in the van mowing down people.
Oh, like
shit.
Indian cell. Yeah. Didn't
So-
have a lot of girlfriends, did you, Shark?
Not at all.
Yeah. I remember he joined the army, and I was mad at him because I was very anti. Oh, you're serving like the Jews. Don't do it. And he was like very.
What do the Jews have to do with the army?
They control the wars. They finance, and we'll get to Zaug in a bit. That's why he's here. He's got.
You're the dumbest person ever.
So what? What are you gonna do about it? Basically, I was giving him shit for being in the army and fucking getting into some war he had no business being in. And then he says, "Hey man, let me tell you something. Since I've joined the army, I've done things that I never expected out of myself. And guess what?
Is it kissing guys?
I feel good about me."
Yeah.
And when he said that, that just shut me up. I'm like, oh, okay, you go fight those Zionist wars, as long as it makes my best friend feel good.
I never ended up fighting any wars. I ended up working in an office.
Oh, that's why I want to know
Yeah.
about your story, how you
Yeah.
got out of it when you became in love.
So
Yes.
when I ended up working in an office after boot camp and everything. You're just doing paperwork, getting people paid, cutting paychecks, insurance claims. Like, the only difference is you're living on base and you're in a military outfit, right? And I was like, that summer I was just going crazy. I was living in the middle of nowhere. I hated every minute of it. I met a girl who I absolutely loved, and I was like, fuck all this, right? But you can't just quit. So I first started talking to the Padre, and I'm like, my mom is like really sick at home, and she's dying unless I go there and help her. And he's like, there's a Quebec guy, and he's like, oh my God, that's terrible, oh my God. So he asked me to write a memo, like an official letter,
that says
perfectly typed.
my mom is dying. Yeah.
Explaining everything. And he's like, I'll get it to the right people. So I do exactly that. I get it to the right people. It actually ends up in the office I'm working in. And then my boss, who was looking after that side of things, he was like this old guy who would just ignore everything. And he just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So I was going like 1, 2, 3 weeks, like, when's he going to look at my fucking thing and get it to blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So I actually went to his to-do pile, and I put my fucking letter right at the top.
Right.
And
But
he
what
didn't-
happened? Was he in the office? Did he have his back turned?
He was just out, probably getting a coffee or something. I
So
can't
you
quite
went
recall.
through his bullshit,
Yeah.
find yours, and put it right back on
Right
top.
at the top.
Rightfully so.
And I actually saw him. He barely even looked at it. He just did his stamps and signatures. It's so routine, like muscle memory. And then he put it in an envelope, and it's on its way to Ottawa, which is where the headquarters are.
Did that
for-
piss you off a little bit, knowing that it could have just been taken care of as simple as that?
But it-
a fat stamp.
Pissed me off, but I was aware of it because that's the way any government entity operates. It's very
Right.
bureaucratic,
You're
right?
still a shitty person at the end of the day, right?
So
What I'm
now,
really-
so now it's in fucking Ottawa, but now I don't know what's going on because I'm in elsewhere, right?
You're in La La Love Land.
Yeah. So I actually went on my supervisor's email while he was away because he was really old. He didn't really know how to use a computer. He left his computer unlocked, and I hopped on and just actually wrote an email. Can you expedite this request?
That's what it is. You hacked his computer,
Yeah.
imitated him,
Yeah.
and that's super illegal.
Super illegal.
It
I
is
know-
illegal,
I
yeah.
know why he's not on camera because they would take him
Because
away.
he's hideous.
Both things can be
good point.
true. Both
Well,
things
you'll
can
never
be
know
true.
if he's hideous or not. Because
Ask him.
Yeah, they'll never know. They
Ask
might
him-
think it's an actual shark. Yeah.
Ask him what industry he's in right now. Who do you work
I'm
for?
actually certain. I don't know if I should know the answer.
No,
to
it's
that.
not a bad.
Okay,
It's hilarious.
What do you? Where do you work now?
I work for a lawyer.
What? They say for a lawyer?
Makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it was
It makes
No,
sense.
no, it's technically for a specific lawyer.
okay,
So-
but he's very,
Type of
very
lawyers.
specifically connected
Yes.
to people who wear badges.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes
But that's a part of it. Sometimes
That's a
it's
part
other
of it.
things.
Yeah.
Right,
Not
yeah,
even
yeah.
just like if you're talking police, not even just police. There's other stuff.
I am talking
Paramedics.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what I'm taking away from that story is the shark is such a pussy because I took it. He's like, oh my! I would have gotten out of like, you're gonna see action. Of course you want to get. And he was admin for the army, and he's like, I can't take it, man.
I've seen too many things.
The paper cuts.
Well, by the time that finally
I once
everything,
stapled my own thumb by accident.
by the
He went
time,
AWOL.
Blood loss was true.
He went AWOL from a Xerox machine.
He turned into the private pile.
pile of
You were
paperwork.
admin. He's hiding out in Argentina, and he was an admin. He's an admin for the
Don't let
army.
him talk to you like that, man.
No, it's fine, man.
No, fight back.
Good for you. You're fat.
You're fat.
Fight back. He wouldn't be admin for the army. He's
That
definitely
wasn't a
not
great
fighting.
comeback. That wasn't a great comeback.
He's
Doesn't
definitely
need
a
to be
Fed.
great. It's the
Yes.
truth. That's not even meant to be.
We can all agree.
We all agree he's a Fed, but he's our Fed.
Yes, exactly. But having said that, by the time the paperwork actually came back and I was told, yeah, you can be discharged, but you got to have a exit interview, and then they'll be the final like arbitrator.
Oh, they get to decide.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's when I went there, it actually ended up being more of like a psychological session. Like, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? Blah blah blah.
Oh.
Do you have work lined up? And I'm just like, yeah, everything's fine. It's like, and they're trying to kind of convince you to stay without actually fully straining. You got to stay, you know.
It's like, you have a family here, Vince. Yeah. Or Shark.
And then I actually lied to the guy, and I'm like, listen, I got a job set up in downtown Toronto. It's with a marketing firm. It's like $80,000 a year starting off. And he's like, really? Oh, what's this company? So I can look it up. And I was like, oh boy, stand by. And I
Vandalay Industries.
Yeah. Thomas Hamilton Industries.
Dude, I left the room, went back to my quarters, emailed a buddy of mine who is actually a Jewish guy, and he was running this little fucking independent movie production thing. They're called Seraphim Films. They don't exist anymore. I'm like, can you send me like an employment letter, just like whip it up like super, super fast? And thankfully he got it done. Printed it out, went back. The whole process took about like 20 minutes.
But now you owe Israel a favor, don't you?
Listen.
That's why we have
I'm going to get
Thomas-
assassinated
Yeah, perfect
on this
segue.
podcast. aren't
We have the suspected killer on.
I? Via the God mic. Wonderful.
And then, I was out. Then I had to play fucking ping pong.
Why did you want out so bad?
He was in love.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Sorry, he said that. You were in love.
Honestly, here's the truth, too. It really didn't pay that much.
Yeah.
It really, like,
money.
the money was shit.
I thought it was supposed to be, like, decent. Like, if you're a young man and you go to
what's
the
crazy
army.
is if I stayed in, I could have retired last year.
I think you just learn life lessons in the army, like
Yeah.
sort of like the money's not that good, but what you learn as far as discipline and how to approach life goes, that's what they're really.
Yeah, but I hear
that's their payment.
I hear you come back and you're just trying to walk down the road and some fucking cop starts harassing you.
Oh.
You know?
And then you're just like, hey man, you know what I've done for this country? I went through basic training.
I signed all of these papers for this country.
I made sure I got.
I took advantage of an old general when he wasn't looking.
But here's the thing: when I was in the military,
lied to a priest.
but you know what, Sanker? When I was in the military, they always said two things: don't fuck with the guy that cooks your food. You know, the cooks.
Uh-huh.
Don't fuck with the
I
guy
agree with
that
that.
takes
I
care
agree
of your
with that.
paycheck.
Don't fuck with Ling. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I heard that too before.
Yeah,
My dad
so-
used to cook, was a chef in Montreal when he was younger, and trying to like
Wasn't a chef.
I don't know what he was actually. He worked in the
Just
kitchen.
saying, he's probably a line
He
cook.
worked a lot of he's probably a line cook. But he said, "Yeah, don't fuck around with guys who actually work on your food."
Everyone always makes fun of people who join the military. Oh, you're going to be the guy, the paperwork guy who gets people paid, or you're the cook.
Yeah.
That's not a real soldier, but then when you're in, those are the guys that are the lifeline, right?
All right, Chef Ling, how bad is, and let's assume no place that you worked at and did, how bad is the whole, like, don't fuck with the people, like the spitting in the food? How common would you say it is if you're really shitty?
Honestly, I can't answer that because I love what I do so much that I would never even.
No, but not you. I'm
Have
talking
you ever
about
seen
in your
some-
industry.
Because
You've never seen
anybody do something
totally
my
abhorrent.
Own, like, places. So if I saw someone ever like do anything close to that, fire them on the spot.
Okay, but what about in your younger days? Like you're a line cook, you're just coming in.
I never was a line cook.
Oh.
I went to school.
You never once farted on a
pie,
sandwich.
yeah.
I went.
Never.
I don't know. Like I'm not nearly as skilled, right? Like I used to run a pizza shop, but like there was no fucking around with the food there either. You know,
I
it
witnessed
just
that
doesn't
once
really
at a
cross
It's
the
an
Boston
mind.
old
when I
wives'
worked as a
tale, you
cook.
think?
I mean, in my experience, yeah, I guess in your experience as well. I never seen it.
I went to school and then I came out and I basically opened a restaurant right off the bat, where I met you, my first.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would never like.
So you've
tolerate
never
that.
seen any
No.
type of tampering with the food?
No.
You know what gives credence to that too is this is something I've learned because my sister worked like in a lot of kitchens and stuff, and the person you're generally shitty to is the waiter or waitress, server, whatever, right? And then there's the kitchen staff. What I've learned from my sister is in a lot of restaurants, the kitchen staff do not give a fuck about the servers and vice versa. They think the servers are a bunch of lazy
It's
pieces
true.
of shit that get tips.
way more money.
That make way more money.
Yeah.
So if a server came up to you and they're making more money than you in
There's
tips and everything, and they're like, that table was shitty to me, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'll spit in their food. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's why
They
I
would
don't think it
spit in that
happens.
server's face before they actually like tamper with the food.
Which means I'm putting it out there. I've always been on a war with servers besides this wonderful place and the wonderful server.
That's great to know.
I'm putting this out there. If you're being served by someone shitty, spit in their face. They
Yes.
can't do anything to your food. They won't.
That's reassuring because for so long I've thought like, who knows how much spit I've
Yeah,
eaten.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then now to hear two people go like, hey, that never really happened.
Well, I worked out of Boston Pizza, and I saw that happen once, but the guy was fired promptly, right?
There you go.
Because we closed at 2 a.m.,
Yeah.
and about 10 people walked in at 1:55 a.m.
And he spit in their food
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because they showed up. They weren't rude or anything.
I don't know. I was in
Yeah.
the kitchen. I don't
You're
know how
probably
they
drunk
were
though.
with the wait staff.
155.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Did you see
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy who was like stepping on the lettuce at a Taco Bell?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
No.
Well, it was this popular meme. Some guy fucking with the lettuce at Taco
He doesn't know
Bell.
how to make wine.
Well, here's your first problem. Why are you at Taco Bell?
Right.
Yeah.
But that guy has since killed himself.
oh, good.
Yeah.
The lettuce guy?
The lettuce guy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's a shame.
I mean, the guy who ate the lettuce. He had foot lettuce, and he's like,
There was multiple bodies.
he got fired, kills himself.
I didn't even know.
Who ate his foot lettuce.
I think I heard about like initially when he did it. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucked up. And then years later, oh, remember this guy who fucked with the lettuce? He's dead now. And I could only think was like, oh, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
Did you look into it further, or was that just a little clip you saw?
It was
like-
just a clip I saw on Instagram.
Probably not
it's not
true.
true.
I hope it is.
Probably not true.
You
There's
hope he's
so much-
dead?
He stepped
Come
on
on.
lettuce.
He stepped on lettuce. Come on. That's a crime.
Not only did he step on lettuce, but he talked against a lot of leftist point of views. He deserves to be dead.
Yeah.
He debated people
During stepping in the lettuce?
with no violence, and I want him.
It was
to be
actually left-wing
unalived.
lettuce that he was stepping on.
Yes.
all lettuce is left away.
That's right.
Real men
Kale is the
eat
right-wing
sticks.
lettuce.
I'm not left nor right, but I don't think that stepping on lettuce is a crime. Maybe tomatoes.
It's a crime. That's a crime. I'm not saying it's punishable by death, but stepping on lettuce is a crime.
It is a crime. It can be.
If you gave me a Caesar salad
It is
and
tampering
it
with
smells
the
like toe
food.
jam,
I don't know if we have to go as far as sabotage per se,
Like
but
mischief.
yeah, I could see a
There's actually
mischief.
there's actually a crime in the criminal code called administering noxious thing.
Okay.
okay.
I don't know. I just think anybody that does creepy things like that, like, hey, I'm going to do this nasty shit to your food. I'm like, you shouldn't be alive. You shouldn't be around. There's something fundamentally wrong with you that can't be fixed.
All right.
Because you're fucking purposely doing something nasty to maybe fuck somebody. It's like the guy who poisoned the aspirin pills.
Yes.
I want that guy dead. What if you step on lettuce and you I don't know, you were walking through the woods and you stepped on some fucking coyote shit, and now the person who ate it,
E. coli.
they're dead. Anybody who has that creepy sense of, I gotta go do this nasty thing, you shouldn't be alive. You should probably executed to a crowd of cheering audiences.
Wow.
If the guy had gone through a walk barefoot through the woods and then came to work, took his shoes back off and walked
I've
on,
squished his
on your
toes
lettuce,
between the.
This is
I'm not
quite-
gonna lie,
this
now
is
he's a
quite
fucking
the rabbit
hilarious
hole we're
guy.
going down. I see like Lee's Mayan and Aztec heritage coming out with the
we love
public
human sacrifice.
It really is just a prominent part of their culture. And Christopher Columbus was such an evil bastard for ending it, you know?
Absolutely.
He's
Those,
evil, but not for that.
Hey.
those damn evil Christians ending the blood sacrifice in Mesoamerica.
We got to keep the gods happy. I don't know what your problem is.
I mean, frankly, maybe the world wouldn't be less it would be less fucked up if we weren't. If we were still. Sorry, my brain's not working too good. I think last night was the first like full night of sleep I've gotten since the
Child?
No,
Oh, okay.
she's fine. She sleeps like a baby, because she is. Since the Kirk assassination, so it's been pretty wild actually.
Oh, you've been up all night, like kind of researching, debunking.
Well, and I've been doing some work with this one fella.
Debunking. He's not dead.
I don't think he's dead.
I
You
mean,
don't think he's dead? Really?
I don't know.
That's
No,
like
that was
a
all a-
that's
was
like
all
a QAnon level.
You think
of-
it's
No,
he's
I'm
not
fucking with
dead?
you. Of course he's dead. Like,
Okay, all right.
he's definitely
he's
dead.
definitely dead. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the execution?
Unfortunately.
No, not full. I can't say fully. I saw his body shake, and the video I was watching cuts off like when you see this.
Oh, no, I saw the whole thing.
I saw the whole stupid thing.
Yeah.
So I've been doing some work with a retired Marine sniper who one of his videos has recently got like 500,000 views, called "Ballistics Don't Lie," and he basically is explaining that the big gush of blood that we're seeing come out of the front left side.
Isn't that
of
a
Mr.
Shakira
Kirk,
song?
Ballistics Don't Lie.
Yeah.
Hips.
Oh. Okay, go on.
God.
But what he's saying is
Shark loves a pun. Yeah.
what he's saying is that it's an exit wound. And
What you're seeing?
That was a DMX movie, by the way.
Yes, it was.
Steven Seagal.
I didn't watch it because I hate Steven Seagal's guts.
What, you do?
Yeah, he's a terrible actor. It bothers me so much.
But don't you hate him so much? You
yeah,
need to
man, you need
do
to watch
things
Hard
so
to
you can hate
Kill.
him
Hard
more?
to kill.
Hard
Above the
to
law,
Kill.
Marked for death.
I'll watch
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I'll watch them now.
You got to watch the classics.
Out for justice.
You dumb did fuck it up, did you? Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, ours are connected. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I will check out. Sorry, we'll get back to. I will check out Steven Seagal. I'll go on a marathon this
Hard
weekend.
to kill, at least. Just watch Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill
All
is
right,
a good
if you have to, but I gotta watch Exit Wounds. I was a big DMX fan. I'll watch those too.
And it's filmed in Toronto, and even though it's
Exit Wounds or Hard to Kill?
No, Exit Wounds.
Okay.
I was just trying to pass it off as like I think New York or maybe
Well, they did
maybe
that a lot.
Chicago.
Yeah,
They
but
did
it
that a
looks
lot
really bad
back in
Like,
the
it's
day.
Like you can see the
Exit
TTC
Wounds was
cars.
filmed in Utah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
you almost had me. Almost had me. I was
But that's
there.
not even an interesting fact.
I know.
Damn.
But still, my head went like, if I watch that movie, will you see Mormons walking around? Ooh.
Lots of Mormons. Oh shit! How's
So-
it going?
That the Charlie Kirk thing you're saying is an exit wound you're seeing.
Exit wound and kind of the consensus.
But what does that
from-
mean?
Well, it means that it didn't come from a bullet up there.
Oh, I see. That the trajectory doesn't make sense based on.
Look where the so-called blood poured out.
So
That came from a different angle.
You see that from an exit wound. Entrance wounds, generally what happens is the skin's a little bit more elastic, and so it tends to close, not fully, but close a considerable amount.
Shark is jerking off right now.
Look,
Why are you
leave his
masturbating?
shark penis alone.
That's what you get for not being on camera. We can say whatever we want.
Yeah, that's a good point,
Yeah,
actually.
He's
smoke
mushing
filled
lettuce
room.
with his feet.
I am jerking off to Sanka right now.
Release that child.
Whose boobs?
So you, I kind of that can make sense. But here's my only rebuttal, but it's not a real rebuttal. It's just off the top of my head. All right.
Right.
This whole there's a lot of trajectory and the building explosions, 9/11. It happened like this. How come after all this time, wouldn't the people like faking this stuff, wouldn't they figure this shit out? Like, it's all on camera. How come they're fucking up so much is my question. After so many assassinations.
Because they're cocky.
Or fake assassinations.
It's always
They're
worked.
desperate. I mean, and so I don't know how much you guys want to get into these documents here.
Very little. Let's go surface level because I read some of them and I already do not want too much going out. But let's surface level. It's more of just like a let's.
So basically,
every subject on this podcast is about 5 minutes long.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, the Russians are claiming that they intercepted some Israeli communications some time ago.
About Ling's cuisine and how good it is.
Yes, exactly.
Delicious. Delicious cuisine.
It's fucking amazing, man.
Hey, bro, no, it's so good. It's so good. Never bomb this place.
Yeah.
Bomb everywhere else, but this place don't. So good, Ling.
We will have Poland and Chef Lings will be our main chef. Mian. Our Mian. They will own Poland. It's going to be theirs. All right.
But yeah, basically, it's an order to neutralize Charlie Kirk, whose code name was Skeleton, because he was a media assistant. That's generally what they call media
I
assistant.
thought his code name was Anthony Franja.
No. And so they made a decision that the risk was posed to basically cause a major lack of credibility
Right.
for the state of Israel. because Mr. Kirk had a huge base of like young conservative Christian
Young
types.
key word.
Young
Look
and
at all of
impressionable.
this, and the word that should stick out the most is young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young and impressionable youths.
Because guess what? That threatens. If there's too many anti-Israel youths, your country's fucked in the future.
That's exactly it.
You know what I mean? You're so screwed. Like you're on a fucking ticking.
Yeah, but by killing him, they made 100 more of him.
Exactly. It was idiotic.
Stupid.
Well, the
They
thing
made him-
is,
they made him a martyr.
They're not as intelligent, I think, as a lot of people give them credit for.
Young people
cocky.
or
They're-
the intelligentsia?
The intelligentsia.
Okay.
There's
You know,
certainly
here's what
a lot
happens
of
with these
hubris.
places. At first, you start off with a group that's clever.
Uh-huh.
But then, if your cleverness works for so long, you become cocky. And when you become cocky, you become lazy. And when you become lazy, you slip up. And then people start to see the obviousness, except all these faggots who aren't willing to go like, yes, this is they're like, I don't know if you should say that yet. Haven't you seen enough or heard enough shit to go like, yeah, this is actually what's transpiring right now.
Yeah.
There is a small little shitty dirtbag country that shouldn't be a country that's influencing all this fucking bullshit around the world.
I think you want that to be true, but I think the world is just shitty, and there's a bunch of. I think you want an explanation for like the problems in this world.
As Vince,
But they're all-
since I became a conspiracy person or whatever. Like, how long ago has it been now? Years wise?
14 years.
It's been 14 years. I've been talking about Israel and how like
I
what
know.
the fuck
That
they're up to.
doesn't make it right.
I'm just saying, only now are people really mentioning it. No, I don't want it to be
that's not
right
true.
either. I don't want it to be right either. I'm not trying to hate on
I'm very
something.
reluctant to it
Listen,
being
I'll
the
be
way
honest
it
with you,
is.
I'd rather-
I resisted it for a long time.
I'll be honest. If I wanted to hate a culture, if I want to hate people, I'm not going to choose Jews.
Salvadorians.
I actually like a lot of Jews. I think Jews are actually kind of cool.
It's the nation state of Israel.
It's the
Yeah.
Jews.
It's yeah, it's
It's
the nation state of
he's
Israel.
Here's what it is, though. Okay, she's saying it's not the people. She's saying it's not the people. It's the leaders. But I go like the leaders are reflective on what the people ultimately is. No, the Carney.
no. That you just admitted.
No, Carney was just put in here. Nobody even seen where the fuck this guy came from. Nobody elected him here. He was just thrown in there.
No, that's just because you don't watch the news. Carney, I had heard his name before. He
What's
was
the point
like
of even
known.
watching too much news? It's mostly fucking lies.
That's why when somebody gets elected, Lee always goes, "He just came out of
All
nowhere."
right, so by that point, guess what?
Who is this guy?
No, the whole world. I was just told the whole world is a lie, and I accept that. So guess what? I hate all the world, but mostly right now, what I think is killing the world, which is Zionist Jews.
What's killing the world
You're an
are
idiot.
people not thinking
you're
for
a useless
themselves
idiot.
and being free thinkers. Everybody's looking at it and no one's looking beyond. Right?
We got,
And
Trish
it's
on the
not
podcast.
Fair. It's not fair to culture people. And you know what? And we can't deny that Palestinians and Jews are both wanting the same thing because there's so much hate and so much history behind them that they both want the same thing. So everybody's looking like, oh, the Jews want to, wipe out the Palestinians, but the Palestinians
By
feel the
definition,
same
they
way
want to
too.
eradicate
So we
you
can't-
and your beliefs because here's the extremist
sides.
version of people's religions or beliefs is that once the belief becomes so extreme where they're like, we gotta implement all our bullshit into everything, that's when it becomes a cancerous virus. It's not like, hey, we just want to go practice our bullshit over here. Once it becomes this thing that's trying to
Yeah, but-
infiltrate so many things, it becomes a problem.
You guys don't realize that these world leaders work together, so this is all an illusion for everybody.
And guess what?
Yeah,
There is
I'm
other
more of
things
a
that are
believer in
happening.
that. I
There's
believe
other things
one
that are
country,
happening right now,
many.
and these guys are like.
Well, but it's the one country that has.
All right.
Okay,
See-
they'll show a clip of your face later in the video.
It's the one country that has a bunch of influence over our politicians, often through having
That's what I'm talking.
compromise.
And it sounds like
video
you're trying
clips.
to like attack a certain people, but it's mostly like, no, can we just address the immediate super problem? So when you go like, this is a big problem right now, and it has to do with a certain class. Then like, oh, hey man, take it easy. Like, no, right now this is the problem. If it was some fucking Chileans doing this, I'm like, hey, we gotta watch the Chileans.
Yeah,
but right
you gotta
now,
watch
there's
the
an extreme
government, and people
focus
need
that
to
has to be
learn
put
to
on that.
differentiate the government.
No, I don't
leads the
accept that.
people, and
I'll
it's
cut that
it's
for a
not
second.
fair
The
to take it
Chileans
out
have
on
good
the
sea
people.
bass.
They're everyday people. I have
Sea bass.
Palestinian
And a
friends,
giant
I have Jewish
volcano.
friends.
I know about the
Which
food.
let's
But
hope
let me ask you, when was the
takes care
last
of the sea
time?
bass, if you know what I mean.
When was the last time that all U.S. officials had to go like kiss the wall at Machu Picchu? You know, like when was that? Today?
Ever, never.
No, but they
week.
do
Happened
suck
last
other
week.
countries' dicks a lot.
You know what
I'm
it
just
is? It's
saying
not even
others.
I'm just
Judaism.
saying.
It's not even Jewish. It's Satanism. You know what happened? Luciferians, Satan worshipping people hijacked the Jewish religion. All right, let's just call it. It is Satan worshipping people. It's like they could have
Kazarians.
hijacked
It's not really
Christianity.
fair to
They could have
call them
hijacked
Jews.
Buddhism,
I
but they
don't agree with what you're
hijacked the
saying.
Jewish,
I know.
the Jewish
I just
mass,
want to make that
and are
100%
using
clear.
that.
I do not agree
Shut
with what you're saying.
the fuck up. You don't know
Okay,
anything.
fine. Even if that was
You're
the
just
case, but it's all an illusion, and the people are following it, and people are attacking other people for things that has nothing to do with. This is, to be honest with you, the way I feel is that the leaders that want these wars should go on the battlefield and lead like kings did back in, the 18th, 17th, 16th century. Like,
Sure,
go fight
but
for your
these are
people.
businessmen
But they're throwing their people out
who have
there
influence
because
and
it's about power and control. It has nothing to do with the people. The governments, none of these governments.
We're
care
in a
about the people.
spiritual war, people.
Yes, we are.
So
And-
that's what I
and we're
mean by
missing-
Satanism and
we're
how it
missing
infiltrated
And
what
we're
the fuck I'm
missing
trying to
it.
call the problem. And they're utilizing that and the victimhood of that whole thing to say, hey,
Tell me
we're
why,
allowed to
Tell
commit.
me why you think
But we're missing
Satanism
it.
took over the Jewish. Like, that makes...
It's the I know it goes deep. I'm just saying it as far as I didn't just blurt it out. It's like what I'm aware of right now is that for the longest time since we've been around, there's been good and evil. Now, evil has always been able to disguise itself as whatever the fuck it wanted to contemn your soul and trick you into. Now, what has happened, and I'm not saying Jews as people, as human beings. No, I'm saying okay. What's evil right now is wearing the skin, the faith, the identity of Jews. I'm not saying people like that are evil. No, it's that right now their shit is infiltrated. It's been hijacked.
But here's where it doesn't make any sense. You just said they've always been able to hide. So why would they be hiding as something
Yeah.
that a bunch of people are pointing at their fingers at now? Why
The
wouldn't it
greatest
be
trick the devil
the
played was
Chileans
to
that
pretend
no
he
one
never
believes?
existed.
But
Yeah.
right now, you have to have this is a slow. Any good plan before you get to your incredible final outcome, it's a slow build. So if we think about what has been happening throughout history with human beings and the Jewish plight, as far as like these people are victims. Don't say that. That's evil. That's racist. That's this and that. That's been allowing them to take over more things, take over more things, take over more things. And slowly, because anytime you criticize it, you were met with fucking
So
hostility.
you're watching all the clips that are just coming down your timeline right now. They're just
That's
saying
what's
this.
happening.
Your algorithm.
Because-
There's no good and evil.
I've been watching this shit
There is
before
good
there
and
was a
evil.
thing as
Well, I
algorithm.
don't agree that
I
there's
was
good and
searching it
evil.
on YouTube. and on the
But
definitely
good and evil is not a culture. It's not it's people.
I don't think
there's
that
good and evil in all
Again,
of us.
it's
In all
not-
of us,
I
no
just like
matter
there's
what.
good and evil
and
in
you
all
know
cultures.
what?
So what
Evil
he
is-
just said is right. There's good and evil in all of us.
yeah,
So
that's
there's
what I'm
no good and evil. There's actually just evil and less evil.
Well,
No.
But evil,
I'd
no.
say there's
I don't
good-
give a
good
fuck
and
if there's
evil,
evil in all of
you know?
us or good in all of us. It's like that evil is now taking over in general. I agree that people
That's
could feel
also a
one
fair
way
point.
that's good, one way that's bad. But right now, if you're watching it, hey, this is getting really fucking out
So
of
then-
control, and it's about time people stop like ignoring it.
So
Like,
then what do
oh,
you
it'll
do?
just take care of itself.
What do you do?
well,
You
I-
talk like I'm talking.
No, you don't
actually
talk.
be-
You don't
mean-
talk like you're talking.
I
Because
mean,
this
we
is a
talk.
problem.
We
People-
talk. I think we talk.
People
Absolutely.
talk, but they talk too much, and there's
fair.
no action.
I think
right?
that's
and
fair.
it's like people going and protesting with signs and saying, we
No,
want change."
protest isn't
But
doing
you know
nothing.
what?
This isn't a
Change comes from
protest.
legislation. Change comes from, like,
Revolution.
changing
Change
laws
comes from
and stuff like
revolution.
that.
And any
So what are
revolution,
you
what
guys
happens in a
doing?
lot of these extreme revolutions, there's a lot of bloodshed.
Well-
there's a lot of death.
Yeah.
And right
You know-
now, you can't just
That's not what we're
you
aiming
can't just
for, though.
negotiate anymore because what ends up happening is why everyone's so fucked about Charlie
Don't worry.
Kirk and being assassinated.
Lee's gonna tucker himself out and fall asleep. He's not a revolutionary. He never has been.
I'm not saying I am, asshole. I'm just saying right now,
Look,
the
it's in
fact
his
that this
blood.
guy got assassinated is proof that there is going to be more people. There's going to be more casualties right now.
I mean,
Of course,
this
but
has set the fucking
that's
stand.
always been how it's been.
That's
right?
what I'm saying
Like,
is that
but
you're talking about we have to have conversations and more talk. That is not fucking work. It's at a point right now where this is happening.
Well-
And I'm not talking like, I'm going to go out and do this. I'm saying
No.
this is what I'm noticing
Please
is about
don't.
to happen.
well, conversations
don't.
need to be
Why
happening.
would
But
I?
conversations that are happening are about educational purposes.
Yep.
I'm
right?
not
Because
that much of
until
an
you have-
extremist.
It's got to be more efficient, though.
I just talk my opinion of what I'm noticing, what I think this is. I could be a fucking moron right now. I don't give a shit.
No, it's okay for you to think what you're thinking, but beyond that, it's like you have to then further your research.
I can't
right?
think beyond of what I'm thinking. I have too much piled up at the moment that I could only try to make what I have right now make sense.
Because you got to look at all things. Like for me, I never said anything about the Jews and the Palestinians when it first started because I wasn't educated
I'm
enough.
not even pro-Palestinian. I'm not even pro.
No,
I'm not
know.
pro anything.
I know.
I'm just
didn't-
looking at the shit.
I didn't either. My whole thing was like, I'm in the middle because right now too many people are dying. And like, it's disgusting.
It's gonna
right?
get worse until you address the immediate. Okay, what's the fucking threat? And every time you say what it most likely is,
But like how things changed.
Israel!
Before
Zionism.
Russia was a threat. And then it was
no,
China.
the state of
and then it
Israel,
was-
which is run by Zionists.
So you truly believe?
And now we're on Israel. So like, then who's going to be the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
threat?
Well,
you
Because
truly
we
believe
somebody.
have-
But right now, let's address the immediate fucking
candidly,
problem.
I don't think the Russians were ever a threat. Russia has been a
Since when have they been
boogeyman
a
that
threat?
like people have been hyping up forever.
They
Basically,
killed Apollo Creed.
they just don't want to have American
Creed?
B-52s
Idiots.
like with nuclear
This is a very
weapons
rocky
flying
conversation.
within like 20 kilometers of their border. You know, I think it's fair if I was an average Russian person, I would have a hard time taking a shit if I knew that every time a fucking American jet was within 50 clicks of my border, it could be a nuclear
Yeah.
armed thing.
Let's talk about Americans. Americans always want to inject themselves in every country's policies and issues and everything else.
Yeah.
So are they not the real
Yeah.
ones that we should worry about?
I put
We're
more
worried
money
about
behind
Which
the
is just
Americans.
We're
another
worried
reason why America needs a revolution. It's the only way that we're actually going to drain the swamp
Or
and clean
everybody
house
just
down
needs
there.
to turn to the Lord and like fucking repent and prepare themselves because right now everything's gonna come before our eyes. I
So
don't
what's
know.
your-
I've been going down the Antarctica rabbit hole.
Okay.
Okay, and like the things that are happening
So
and brewing down there, I'm like scared to see what's gonna fucking pop out. And
Did you see the Russian Pope went there a few years ago?
no, I didn't. I watched like 30 videos last night, and probably have 100 more to go through.
Russian
But
Pope?
Yeah, he's like I call him that because he's like the
Orthodox.
leader of the
Oh.
Orthodox.
The
there's
Russian
secrets
Orthodox
that are
Church.
happening, and they're all working in
I'm not
in
sure if I
alignment
believe
with
that
each other.
clip about
They
Xi
know what's
Jinping and
happening.
Putin
They're
either.
hiding things from us. They've been hiding things from us for centuries, and the answers are right beneath us. And we're here fighting about color. We're fighting
Shut
about
our mic off.
religion. We're fighting about
No, you
fucking
just-
inflation. We're fighting about all these
Tucking
things.
yourself out
that
and you can't fight anymore.
it doesn't even
No,
matter in the
I'm
end
letting
when
people-
shit
other
really
people
starts
talk.
to hit the fan. And we're blaming and pointing fingers. Like this is what they want, right? To
But you
divide
said like
and
we
conquer.
gotta like start praying again, and
Yeah,
we've
right,
got to
with whoever your God is.
So what this sounds like is like most people, and I agree with you. People should pray more right now and have like faith in something that's good. But what it sounds like is like just prepare yourself for death. And a lot of people just don't want to fucking die right now. And it sounds like things have gone so out of control that the only way out of all of this is that we all collectively die. Because how do we get beyond this point? Everybody's out of their fucking minds. Demons are running amok. I'm blaming Israel for this problem. Somebody else is blaming the problem for that problem. We're all confused. We're all psychotic. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying this is what the fuck I think.
Yeah.
And because of what I think, somebody's going to come around and say, like, you don't deserve to live, or you don't deserve to have a job, or you don't deserve anything because of the way you fucking think, because of what life has shown you.
No,
So you go like, this is how I broke it down, and this is what I think. And then you get me up to like, you're stupid. You're crazy. How about this is what the fuck I've...
Hey,
Sure.
I boiled it down,
Hey,
too.
Let's be fair.
We're
I've
all
always called you stupid and
I've always
crazy.
We're all
called you
gonna
fat
die at some
and
point.
untalented.
That's the inevitable.
I've made peace
We're
with
all
that.
gonna die, but the point is, what are you
Then I'm
doing
fat?
with your time before
Yeah,
you
me
die?
too.
No, you're not just gonna pray.
I'm
and
going to
just
try
pray,
to keep
pray.
living.
But
I got a
you
family
keep
on the
living.
way, and I'm not going to fucking shut the fuck about what I think is the problem until
You don't.
I'm convinced that
You
that's
don't.
not the problem.
You don't, but you don't let it divide. You can talk about Thomas said a good thing, having conversations. You can talk about these things. Just like Charlie had his opinions, he didn't deserve to die for his opinions. Right?
Yeah.
People need to be able to have open dialogue and respect other people's opinions, whether you agree or not. Right? But really the purpose is they divide us so that we're fighting with each other instead of helping each other. We're supposed to be here on this earth serving each other as people, as communities, the way we did before.
This is the best God mic appearance the Shark has ever had.
I love the voice modulator Shark started using.
Yes.
Make him sound like a wise black
Voices
woman.
change
It's
all the
so
time.
smart. Shark became a wise black woman.
He changed.
He evolved.
You know what I did, if we can, because we kind of touched on a little free speech and stuff.
All I want to say is it's very clear from the documents why Charlie Kirk was killed. Because the risk was that he was getting through to his audience in a way on some messaging that would not serve the Israeli government. And so that's why he was killed.
The word of Christ, right?
Well, in so many words, they're not really big fans of Jesus in Israel. They do tend to spit on
Everything he ends
Christians.
with is Jesus this, Jesus saved.
Well, this is
Everything
what the
ends with
original
that.
war, thing starts over is what they did to Jesus, right? Like biblically, it goes all the way
And I
back.
think what it is, it inspired
Same
people to be
people.
like, hey, I'm willing to tell what I think is the truth now. Like here's the thing about convincing people Jesus is cool is that now you want to be as Christ-like as you think you whatever that means to you, was super honest, super nice, whatever it is, it's a good thing. So I mean, I think what he inspired after he got killed was all these people going fuck it. I'm under threat right now if I want to speak my mind. I've never spoken my mind, and I never want to speak my mind more than now.
Yep.
Because now it seems like this thing that is literally in front of me trying to be taken.
True, sort of.
And again, how do we do that? Unity. We unite as people, and we force our government.
We have to unite as people and destroy the enemy.
How do you in the middle of the night while we're sleeping?
You can't force government to do anything.
No.
That I can guarantee you.
No, you can't. But you can put pressure because no
you see
one
what's
wants
happening in
to put-
Nepal?
How do you put the pressure?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Nepal,
you can put pressure. Legislations
George
happen all the
Washington,
time.
these are
Policies come
different
into place
ways.
all the time.
Yeah,
and
you
it's the
see-
people who keep pushing.
Trish,
The
have you
people-
seen what's happening in Nepal?
No, I haven't been.
Nepal
They burned it down.
They burned it
and elected a new government
down.
through Discord.
They beat the shit out of their fucking government officials because how
They
this all
actually killed
started
the
was
Prime
that
Minister's
on
wife,
TikTok
too.
apparently all of these all these Napoleon or whatever government people's kids were posting pictures of how rich they were, and people can't get a fucking job in that country. So they got super pissed and started beating the fuck and burning places down.
You're saying it's a Marie Antoinette type situation?
I mean, it does
Let
have
them eat
it
cake.
does bear
Yeah, yeah.
all the
But not my slice.
hallmarks of a George Soros color revolution. So that's something to keep in mind. I would say what we're seeing in Nepal is probably the most successful George Soros colors revolution. And not to put a damper on it, but it just kind of is the
It
way.
reeks of
That could only
George
happen
Soros.
there, though.
I mean,
Think about that. You're gonna in Canada right now. If somebody went to do anything near close to that, you're going to a super jail.
I mean, the
Unless
trucker
we're in-
Unless
convoy.
the mass that does it is too much.
Unless
Then
we're
they'll
in
call the
numbers.
army.
Unless we're in numbers, like we saw the
trucker convoy.
the truckers,
The trucker
and how
convoy.
they reacted to that, and they came out in numbers. At that point, nobody cared what color you were. You could be purple, blue, because
They
we all
still
have
lost.
the same.
They did
same want
because
and
they
need.
froze people's accounts.
Yeah, and they took their
that was
money.
a desperate measure.
The reason why the trucker convoy failed is again because a bunch of Zionists, B.J. Dichter, Daniel Boardman, Dagny, whatever, they all put themselves in charge of it, and they wanted to start censoring Christians from speaking. And I had a bird's eye view to that stuff because I was in their hotel room with them, watching them manage the narrative, and some of it's smart as far as PR strategy, but when it comes time to censoring Christians and people that have maybe crazy views about the
Doesn't it
vaccine.
feel like when Christians talk, it actually tries to come from a sensible, harmonious, fair place?
No, Christians are like
sometimes.
warriors too.
Sometimes.
We
They're
had,
just
we
sometimes.
had
I think for the
our,
most
like,
part,
sometimes
it's
not.
a
no, you
letter.
know about the Westboro Baptist Church?
I mean,
those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. If I hated somebody so much and I believed in hell, when I was Christian, and they
But, like, you
died.
guys have to
I'd be like,
remember,
that fucker's burning
the
it.
people who are really in charge, the puppeteers, we don't know what they look like.
That's my point.
We
That's
are
my
never going to
point.
know what they
I
look
gotta
like.
go to
They're
the can.
sitting
I'll be
behind
right
in
back.
their hoods and their masks.
And what do you do to get
And they-
closer and closer to what that thing looks
Well,
like?
you know what?
You shatter what the fuck they
You
put
know
in front
what?
of you
have
as
to
their
start
armies.
looking at bank accounts. Who has the amount of money? And don't say like BB, right?
No.
Because that's a nation. But you go
Who's,
to the people.
who's signing BB's paychecks?
It's the people above, and there's
And who's
there's an
signing
elite-
the guy who's signing BB's paychecks?
The
what I'm saying.
Chilean overlords.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to hear
it's the
about the
Seabats.
Chilean
It's
overlords
the
ever
Chilean
again.
There's
Definitely,
people
it's
there, and
definitely
it's an
the
elite
Chileans.
group of people. It's a handful of people that are running this world. You know, and we want to put the blame on everything else, but it's the things we can't see. That's why I'm like, people are just
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
lost in the sauce.
I'm a
right
believer
now
in that.
that people are pushing.
course
blame
you are.
and finding
But no,
blame. There's-
I think it's ridiculous for anyone to think that they know, oh, we figured it out. These are the people really running shit. They're people you have no fucking idea, because if you
But
could
you know
figure
where to
them out,
start at least. I agree
then
with
they
that. You don't
wouldn't
know
be
who
them.
the.
I'm
Look,
just
I
letting you
don't.
guys know it's me.
it's
the usual
the
suspects.
Chinese.
Like,
I
that's
get
such the
I
usual
never would have
suspects.
guessed.
You know,
because that's a perfect example.
The Usual Suspects
People
is a great
were-
movie to show you and depict like how things are. I know it's more specific to like a crime
Yeah, yeah.
specifically,
But the
like,
cripple,
yeah,
a verbal
like,
Ties
kin.
are so
in
saying.
plain sight, they're there, but we don't see them.
Oh, so Regia is actually
He's faking.
he's faking
Yeah,
everything.
We're known he's faking.
And he's the
faking.
devil.
Yeah. He's a comic who has palsy and is a friend of ours, but we're deciding that he's been faking it for years, and he
and
must
he
be.
sounds funny when he talks.
Yeah. But he's faking. He must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't trust him. He'll come by here once in a while. Actually,
Very
he
slowly
won't,
he will.
because the comedy night ended here. That's what I just found out.
it
they
just
don't.
ended. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
they
on
don't.
Bloor.
Bloor's at
I
your
think
west.
it's some Somali bar.
Keys comedy. Yeah, he moved somewhere like west. Yeah. But that's where he used to do comedy out of. But now that means it's just a.
Did you get more intel from your Russian connection, Thomas Zaug?
It would be hilarious if he comes back and he's like, "Never mind." It's
Actually, I just received another fax.
Yeah. There's like a red dot on his head. He's like, actually, it's exactly the way they said.
It's exactly as
Yeah,
no.
Fox News and CNN have good points from time to time. No,
Shark forgot to pay for his beer, so
what I was disappointed in this whole thing, and like the after whatever we could. Thank God, I could step away from this and just talk about. I just found out they like let go. They fired Jimmy Kimmel today. Oh yeah. Okay. And this is my problem. And this is I was proven right. I said it all along for years. Everyone was like, "Oh, these left wing pieces of shit. They're canceling everyone and whatever." And I was like, "I agree with you." But I knew people were frauds. And now that the shoe is on the other foot, the same people who are like, oh cancel
shut up.
culture.
I disagree
I
with
mean,
that.
come on, these
I disagree
guys,
with that.
these
That's not
guys
gonna
have been
last, dude. That's not
stuffing
gonna
us.
last.
These guys have been stuffing us forever.
And then finally, what happens? Is, hey, what the
Yeah.
fuck do you think was gonna happen,
And you
asshole?
had no morals to
No.
stand by.
Number
You
one,
guys-
you're
they
wrong.
had no
better.
morals.
You're wrong. You're
They
wrong.
had no
In the
morals.
first place,
wrong.
in the
Because
first
it comes
place,
down
I
to
wouldn't
that.
want to see anybody get canceled like that. So from my position, I go like, that's bullshit. That shouldn't happen. But then when everybody was just canceling everybody, and you're just like, what the fuck, you ass? Why are you doing this? You don't think eventually you're gonna get canceled? That's why this is stupid. And they're like, it's the cockiness I'm laughing at. That once it fucking reached their
Yes.
doorsteps, they go like, what the?
Yes, and
But I
they're
didn't start
hypocrites
it.
too. They're hypocrites too. But then the people who are canceling them are also hypocrites, and that's my point.
I don't disagree.
Everybody
Everyone's a
are
hypocrite at some
frauds and
point.
hypocrites.
But you got to start it at some point.
No,
and if
they
you got a
all
lot of
said-
people go, "Hey,
they
that's
all
wrong,"
point-
and then what happens to the
everybody's
person
pointing
doing
their
it?
fingers. Everybody's pointing their fingers, saying I'm different than you, and this
George
proves
Galloway?
no one is.
George Galloway, Piers Morgan.
Pierce.
The fact that Piers is
Tucker Carlson did too.
Yeah, I know. That's how you fix it. But I'm just saying, everybody's frauds. Everybody's a hypocrite. Lee's a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. Zog's a hypocrite.
Not me.
Ling is just a good cook.
I never said anything.
Yeah,
about
he's
that.
never said. You've never flip-flopped. Everybody flip-flops, and that's my point. And I don't want to hear it from anybody anymore. Everyone's full of shit. I'm going to buy a cabin in the woods, and that's where I'm going to live because everybody is full of shit. Everybody who thinks they're above things
You're
are
where I
lying.
was 2 months ago.
What?
You're where I was like 2 years ago, maybe more accurately. When
This
I
is
moved
what
to
happens.
Saskatchewan.
This is what happens to somebody when they've been unemployed for too long.
No, I've always been here because when everyone was like, "Oh,
Unfortunately.
the left wing are bullshit," and then years before that, everyone the right wing people were canceling left wing, like the fucking Catholic League. and all this stuff.
Sanker, shut
It's
the fuck up.
always
I don't
been
want to hear it.
bullshit.
Shut up,
Here's
stupid.
the
How about
thing,
this?
man.
Asshole. Hey, asshole.
I
How
don't-
about
you
this?
don't agree with me?
No,
and
how
so
about
you
if
think-
somebody was
and you want a
campaigning
Nana
against you?
boo-boo
No,
now.
how about somebody was actually campaigning against you that you're aware of to get you fucking fired, and you actually end up getting fired, and then you find out a few years later, hey, remember that cunt that
Yeah.
got you fired?
Yeah.
Got fired. Wouldn't you go
No,
like,
no.
Wouldn't you go, good? Wouldn't you at least?
If you
and if
laugh-
you say no, you're a
If
full
you-
of shit piece of shit asshole.
if you go good, you never believed in your fight in the first place because
it
you
came
said
out of
good.
nowhere,
but
like, hey, we should fire these
you
people.
never believed in it. You just wanted your side to win.
Oh, fuck
And that's
off. If I
everybody.
hear that somebody that I hated before because they fucked
see,
me
what-
over,
what-
got
what-
fucked over the way
Yeah.
I got fucked over because they started it, I was just like, hey,
you're wrong.
I guess it
You're
goes
wrong.
around.
You're wrong.
And you know what? I'm happy that karma exists
you're wrong.
because it bit you in your dick.
No.
Yeah.
Get the mic.
But
No,
she
no.
lost the mic. It's on a cord, and she's like, "Where the fuck?"
No. I believe that you're wrong.
I can't go that far.
I believe that you're wrong because if you, in that same sentiment, if somebody now goes and gets killed, just like Charlie Kirk, then you're
Carly Chirk?
Carly Kirk.
Carly
That means you
Curly
think that's
Ray
okay.
Jepsen gets
That means you
killed.
think that'll be okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
you
go
would,
on.
You would actually think that's okay.
If
Because
they got murdered?
Yes.
No.
No.
But
That's
you
an
literally-
extreme version of what I'm saying.
and
I don't want somebody to get killed. I'm like, I'm glad you got
check this.
fired.
I think
But
this
Now
is
you're
check
still
this.
alive to get a different job.
I think this is
You
an important point
How
to
about
make.
this? If somebody got me killed and I'm somewhere like existing still, and then they got killed, I'm like, ha ha. I was like, you know what I mean?
then
Now
that's
you're
the same-
dead too.
then that's the-
But
But
check
I
this.
gotta
Yeah.
be dead. I
But
gotta
check
be
this
dead.
though.
It's
You
eye
might-
for an eye.
You're not going to be like,
Oh,
okay,
that's
but
literally
the
Bible says not. That's
the
opposite
positive
of that.
thing to do is be like karma, because now once you start like rejoicing in their downfall, karma comes back around to you. You already let karma go. Karma already got
No,
them.
I look at it like I'm celebrating God. Because like I'm just
Yeah,
like, hey,
God
this
works-
happened to me. I'm like, where's the justice? And I'm like, oh, there's the justice.
can you say
Lord,
eye for
why
an
can't I
eye?
be happy about what you bestowed on this asshole? If I go
You're
around
talking
somehow,
about God, and then you're saying eye for an eye.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
You
you don't think God has a vengeful side
Lee
to him
talks
too?
about
You don't think
Satanism
that
stuff?
God
It's
looks
literally
at
in the
his
Bible.
creation and how it's been
doesn't go to
perverted
church.
and wants to like
I
actually?
mean, eye for an eye is in the Old Testament, but then Jesus comes in with the turn the other cheek thing, which is often misunderstood by a lot of Christians. Because in like Roman society, if somebody slapped you on your cheek and then you turn the other cheek, that was like, all right, fucker, let's go. And if they gave you that other slap, then it was go time.
Sort of like
So,
the people
like-
when you say, "Hey, I'm about God, Christian," and they're like, "Oh, then why would you do that?" Because at some point, it's just like there comes a limit that you're pushed to that you can't just really lay there and
but
die.
you're not getting
you
my
have
point.
to defend.
That's your initial.
You're not getting
that's
my
your
point,
initial
though.
feeling. Everybody feels something, so we'd all lie and be like, we don't feel vengeful. We don't feel these negative feelings. Of course, it's human. That's our human nature. That's just.
I don't
in
think you
us.
should just lay there and get exterminated.
No, but
I
that's- you're
think
missing
that-
my point.
I think that the part of us that's
You've said that
the
enough
bigger
times
part of
already.
us
I
is-
feel like I want to miss your point.
No.
the
what
bigger
was your
point
point?
is
No.
that
Yo,
you
miss
let
me
it
with that
go.
point.
No. My point is, all the nights, not you and I, whoever, we hung out, and you were like, cancel culture, such bullshit, and everything. The second you were in power, you were down with it, and that's why I have to go
that's
back
not
and
true,
think
because, like,
it was
fucking-
all
it-
bullshit.
It's not
No,
like
you're
the
not.
minute
It
that
was-
Trump got
You just wanna be
elected.
right- no,
and
it's not
I'm
even
not- and
that.
I'm flipping this both sides.
I'm-
I just
Then
go
also
good.
the left-wing people
I'm
who
not
are like
against-
down with cancel culture, and the second it's happening to them,
They're
they think
against
it's
But-
all hypocrisy.
like,
Can't you
the
just
bigger
rejoice in
point-
the fact that now that we
I
both
really
felt
gotta
that we
make this
shouldn't do
point.
this
Cancel
anymore?
culture
I really
should
got to
only
make this
be-
point.
I think
Not
cancel
yet. It
culture.
just started
I
happening.
really
It'll
got to make
never
this point because
Cancel culture
I think
should be a
it's very
thing.
important that, like, for whatever reason, this one key galvanizing event is missing from your analysis, which is like they killed fucking Charlie Kirk. Okay, the most middle of the road, let's talk it out guy. They didn't just. It's not like they killed Nick Fuentes. Okay,
Yeah.
they killed Charlie fucking Kirk, who like many people on the hard right, they were happy that he died too because they understand that this means
Yeah.
the radicalization is going to ratchet up. And so all I'm trying to say is they killed the middle of the road guy.
Which is the wrong target.
Totally. But at the end of the day, we're not calling for violence against these people. We are escalating. We are organizing. We are identifying these people and doxing them and making it clear that we know who the fuck they are. But we're not doing
because they're no
anything.
longer allowed to live in anonymity anymore.
Yeah, that's
you've
just-
already identified
that's
yourself as
dumb.
a threat. Can I get a Peps? Thank you.
And like the thing is,
Such
is
a
like,
basic bitch.
luckily,
I would think.
luckily, even on the
But I like
hardest,
Peps, yeah.
on the hardest of hard rights, everyone is calling for non-violence.
No, yeah, that's true. I'm not
And
against
so
that. I'm
it's
talking
like,
about the cancel culture
What
stuff.
you have to realize is the right wing now engaging in cancel culture is in lieu of going to violence.
Sure, but I'm
I-
sure left-wing people would have
I
argued
think
that as well
cancel
at the
culture
time.
should only exist
Why?
for people who are in
'Cause everyone's full of
inciting
shit.
and trying to rally up people to do and be negative.
I think cancel
Right?
culture should just like remain with people who get arrested for bad things and are guilty. They are canceled. Criminals. If you're inciting violence, like you're
Yes.
suggesting, and
Yeah.
you get like, oh man, you really went too far, and there was some damage, people got hurt or killed. You're a criminal.
Absolutely.
Anything that you get, that should be canceled. Not like,
Yes.
hey, somebody said Israel a problem, and somebody said I don't like black people. Can't have your gay ass opinion, but why the fuck do you have to lose your livelihood?
But
If
the
your rotten
problem-
opinion didn't really hurt anybody, except the cunt who heard
But
you
the
say
problem is a lot of people don't just state it as in like I just don't like or I just feel this. It's like come
you,
on,
Crystal.
people. It's like they rally people out, and those are the people that
But
do
that,
not or
that's
should
free
not
and
be in
democratic society.
position.
You know,
Exactly.
That's free speech.
gonna
That's freedom
ring
of assembly.
the
you know?
paperwork.
And like the important
Sorry.
thing is that you know,
Sorry.
I think a lot of people don't want to accept this, but a certain Austrian painter rose to power via the vote, and I think as long as
Van
we're
Gogh?
Talking about Clay Aiken.
structuring our society on like, well, basically everything that guy did was wrong, so we have to do the opposite. That's foolish, because everything before the invasion of Poland is actually how to govern in a successful way.
They went too far at some point.
Well, they were attacked.
Okay.
And the complication of like why World War II started is a bloody mess to get into. And there's no denying that like when they went on to the Eastern Front and started invading the Soviet Union, there was all kinds of partisan actions that was undertaken not only by the conquering Nazis, but there was local populations that really liked what they were on about.
Like Chef, like he was like, dude, I just know how to cook.
I make a great latke,
You know,
if you know what I mean.
The problem is right now we just have governments in place a system in place that thinks that they are above everything and they are God. And we're living in a world and a system that's playing God.
Which is
Whether
so
it's
crazy.
the
I'm glad you said
healthcare
that,
system.
because it's so crazy to think that how power like changes like most people. But we need a leader as a human race. There's something about us that needs a leader.
Because we
But-
can't
but
self-govern
we can't lead
ourselves.
each other,
That's crazy
which
that
is
we
why
can't.
you have to look to
but
the
it's a reality.
Shark.
Like
Fuck him.
I'm actually
That sleazy criminal.
in my college. I'm
This is
actually
Mama
taking
Shark right now.
Mama Shark. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's why Christ is such a good person. Like if there's gonna be a leader in your life at all,
It should be Christ.
there you go. But everyone's trying so hard to be Christ. Like, hey, follow me.
No,
No,
You
no
see what
one-
I'm saying?
No
You
one's
can be
trying hard to
Christ-like.
be Christ.
I know,
because
you can be
but-
people are too
Christ-like, but you can't
judgmental.
be Christ.
And
No,
Christ
anybody who's a
wasn't
dictator,
judgmental.
anybody who's a leader, anybody who's goes crazy with power because they have it.
They're trying to be
become
kings.
gods.
They're
Yeah.
trying to be
Yeah,
They
kings,
try to become
right?
godlike.
And,
I just want-
and they're not gods. And so everything that's happening are technology, mark of the beast. Like all these things that
Peter
are happening
Thiel.
is playing God, right? And that's where we are, and that's why we're in the position that we are as
That's
as
actually
humanity.
my source from the Russian embassy. Is
Peter
Peter
Thiel?
Thiel? Yeah.
Palantir and his bullshit.
You know what's funny? The
Anything
Canadian
else, like,
government
let us
doesn't
know?
let
You
guys
Palantir
Littlefinger?
in. What?
What?
We put a little something
Peter
in his
something
drink.
else
Don't
who
mind
plays
him.
Littlefinger in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
Peter's
no,
on
no.
there,
Oh, the Peter
That's Dinklage.
Dinklage or
Oh
whatever.
wait, yeah, and that's not Littlefinger. That's the Tyrion. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that softcore pornography, but I heard
Look,
I heard it was really
To
popular.
end that whole thing
I
off,
heard
because
that
we're
ends
never
bad.
gonna find an end. Is just encourage people. Go to your MPPs. Go be a voice. Don't just sit at your computer screen and fucking talk shit. Don't just sit at home and be mad
I'm
about
actually
what's
on my
going on.
cell
Like,
phone screen.
Put
Yeah.
some shit into action.
I
And,
would
like,
I would
people-
say don't do either, because it's not none of that's gonna do anything.
Don't do anything. Just eat
Just-
my food.
just
Yeah. If you're gonna do
Eat
anything,
the food.
Just eat
the
show up
food.
at Rivals and eat
very
Chef
good
Ling's
for you.
food.
That's
do
right.
that too.
You eat
Have
the food.
doubles.
You enjoy the food.
Yeah, you
It's
eat.
good
You know
food.
what's so funny?
Home, you sleep.
I meant when I heard you were going to be on, and I knew he was going to be on. I'm like, let's talk fresh food and gardening.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a big gardener.
He grows. That was my
Yeah.
whole idea.
That was
Next time on the podcast,
Sure.
organic farming.
yeah. No, I grow lots of tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
And Holocaust
we had a
denying.
big.
And make hot sauce too, right?
Yeah, we do hot
I
sauce.
still have. I have a little bit of your hot sauce left, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was like really good.
I was
It
supposed to
looks like
bring
Daniel
more.
Oh,
on the
really?
bottle.
Did I? I did think I mentioned that
Yeah,
recently.
no, we
But,
haven't made
Tom,
any for a while. We've been
okay.
busy
Mr.
since
Zaug,
buying
That's
the
actually
house.
Is there
my dad
anything
made
else
some.
that with your Charlie Kirk intel that you could relay to us that nobody else really knows at
Okay.
the moment?
Yeah. So.
And we'll end with this.
Okay, so the ballistics
Depends on what he
analysis, we haven't landed on a hard suspect yet, but it's not from the
The one they
forward
have right
direction.
now.
Yeah, it's not the
For
patsy.
sure.
So the ballistics analysis suggests right now the leading theory is a subsonic round, which means something that's not supposed to break the sound barrier. However, the issue is that Utah is a higher elevation, and so that can cause a subsonic round to actually go sonic.
It's like mountainous. It's higher up in
Yeah.
the atmosphere.
So our kind of research has us saying that the bullet entered
Good
the
one,
back
doctor.
of his head, kind of right beneath the
Professor
ear,
Ed.
and came out his throat.
That's not how it looks though when you watch the video.
We
does
cannot.
No,
Time
this is what it looked like to me.
does not
Look,
look like-
his,
it looks
his,
like
his body
straight
went like
shot.
this, like something frontward hit him,
That's-
and then
Like you
That's
saw
exploded
it.
on the side.
That's
You
called. So that's called.
If it hit him so hard on the side, I thought his body would go that way.
So what you're talking about there is called decorate posturing. And so what causes that is when the brain stem or
Yeah.
the spine is snapped instantly.
he got. Oh,
Yeah.
So
that
it
fucked
was
his
like
spine up.
Yeah, he was dead
I
on
heard that was an
impact.
he was dead.
wounds.
So there was no
So
way.
this is a professional hit. You think
was
this
a
fucking
professional.
faggot
Absolutely.
that had a boyfriend did it?
no, that's
No.
a patsy. That's a
girlfriend.
known patsy.
Sorry, I'm
And
sorry.
his family's getting
I don't
paid a
mean-
lot of money.
I don't mean to be
Girlfriend.
insensitive.
We would
Yeah,
say
beautiful woman,
that
huh?
there are at least 30 to 50 people involved in this operation. NSA has released that there were 12 Israeli cell phones on campus, which just shows that the Israeli operatives didn't fully read the briefing that came to them from Tel Aviv, which was telling them to fully break all contact and all communications device. Because part of Israeli culture is not really listening to the laws and breaking the rules a little bit. That's why they drive like they're Haitians. It's just like it's a thing that's part of their culture.
I hate both of you. I hate all of you.
Or, and
I hate
I'm
all
not,
of
I'm
you.
not, I'm
Baby.
not like rejecting the idea that it could be Israel. I have no idea, right? But I will say, to
I'm ending it on
have
this.
evidence that alludes to that almost makes it feel like maybe they're just sending you in the wrong direction. I know Candace Owens is very, very vocal about it and like who she thinks, and Charlie's her friend and stuff like that.
She a
and
bad
when you
bitch.
listen to everything, it sounds very, very plausible.
So let
but
me.
then it's
let-
just so
I
out
cannot.
in the open.
But I've been trying
let me
to end
just
this
end
podcast.
with this thought. I have been trying to get Russia to give me intelligence that is useful for nearly a decade. This is the first time that I've ever gotten a piece of intelligence that was useful for an immediate situation or investigation that I was pursuing that came from the Russian government. So that's why I don't think it's bullshit.
I mean, I want to say something before we end the podcast.
Yes. Okay. Let's let him end it. Go ahead. It's okay. Walk right by. It's okay. Yeah.
I would like that to come and eat here at Rivals, and that
Yes.
make you happy.
Check out Rivals with Chef Ling. Fusion West Indian, right? Yeah. Thank you.
West Indian.